health issues?
Yes, sir.
Anything else we need to address before we bring in the jury? No? All right, let's bring the jury back in. Stay recognized, presence of the jury.
Yes, ma'am.
Defense.
Yes.
All right. Welcome back, folks. Mr. Lindeman, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Loyd,
Yes, sir.
in the period of time that you were dating Sade, she was living with you, did you have a belief about whether or not there were firearms kept in Sade's parents' home?
Yes, sir.
And what was your belief?
They had guns, and there was a gun family, and also I thought she had another gun which she showed me on her page. So I thought that was her gun in her, that she probably had in her room too.
What kind of gun are you referring to?
I don't know about guns, so I don't know. I thought it was an AK-47,
Okay, and what was it on?
but it was on her Instagram page.
All right. Can I have a moment, Judge?
Yes.
Do you have the Instagram? Look in here. Oh, so, yeah, but it's in all the Can we come sidebar, Judge?
Sure.
Were there any other weapons that you were aware of that were kept at that house besides the possibility that you just spoke of? Any additional weapons?
No, she just talked about guns. I always thought they was just a gun family.
So you thought they were a gun family?
Yes.
Now, during the time that you were together after you found out she was pregnant, did she ever discuss with you any issues regarding her mother or grandmother's opinion about what they wanted the baby?
Yes, her mother and her grandmother wanted her to abort the baby.
This is Dane.
Stay in line.
Cause that's what she.
Hold on, Mr. Loyd, I haven't ruled this is admissible. You're going to need to lay a predicate for it, because I'm not getting anything here.
During the period of time that you were dating Sade, how would you characterize the relationship between you and your mother?
Her mother, she never liked me for no reason. She, from day one, she was disrespectful. But I never disrespected her though.
And in regards to the way the mother felt about you, did the issue of her opinion about what should happen to the child come into play?
Yes, so basically when I broke up with her and took her home, I was going to put up, she used to lie a lot, but I was going to put up with it. I used to put up with it, and I was going to wait to like 6 months, and I was going to leave her so she can be what she want to be, do what she want to do, but I didn't want her to abort the baby, and I know how females get vindictive, and she know I want this child, and females would do stuff like that, and then on top of the fact, her mother already wanted her to get an abortion, so I knew with her being home with her mom now, they go intensify her just going ahead and getting an abortion because she mad at me, and then her mom and grandmother already want her to get an abortion. And so she texts me, that's when she texts me the message, don't expect no baby, so that.
Okay, we're jumping ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
I want to take a step back. During this period of time, you testified that there was some conflict between you and Sade about her eating and smoking weed.
Yes.
Okay. You just mentioned that at some point you were thinking ahead that you wanted this child no matter what.
Yes.
Explain that to the jury.
Well, from the first day we met, so we had sex like the second day. So from September the 17th to the time that we did the sonogram, which I already thought that already, because I'm like, she didn't have a period that month. We started having sex on the 17th. So I'm like, man, I believe you was pregnant already before I got with you. And she was like, no, I haven't had sex for 10 months. But I didn't believe that. So, but it don't make no difference. I wanted the child, so you pregnant. All right, I'm gonna be the only father the child knows. So, and then.
So it didn't bother you that it could have been someone else's child?
Nah.
Another man's child didn't bother you?
No, I take care of other people, other men's kids all my life.
That didn't threaten you, the masculinity, or?
Negative. No, sir, negative.
Okay. So you really didn't care whether it was your child or not?
No, sir.
You wanted that child?
It was mine.
Did you know about the situation with her other children and who was raising those children?
Yes, yes,
Who
sir.
was that?
Her mom was raising them.
Okay. And so, did there come a time when you started thinking to yourself that,
Excuse me, Your Honor, reading, Dick.
Sustain.
how was it that you decided you wanted to have this child, whether she wanted it or not? Explain that to the jury.
So I was going to stay with her to 6 months. So when I sent her home at 6 months, she's not going to be able to get an abortion then. So I was going to give her 6 months. So I had talked to one of my exes who I was in a relationship with, and I left her because we had a situation dealing with me and her relationship where she got the mental issue, the one the dude locked up. Wait for a second so the jury understands. The woman that you're talking about is one of the women that were arrested and charged Yes. in this case. Yes.
That was locked up for 3 weeks.
Yes.
And then the charges were dropped.
Yes.
Okay.
So
What's her name?
Jimmy Slaughter. Jimmy Slaughter. So me and her was in a relationship. When I got in a relationship with her, I had an ex before her that was blackmailing me and making me have sex with her and give her money. So while I was trying to move on in the next relationship, I'm letting her listen. I'm letting her see like what this girl doing. So she's like, all right, let her come over. So I can have sex with her, so she can go on by her business. So, but she didn't come over that night. But Janice came back. But make a long story short, it's 2 times that I went and had sex with this girl. So Janice, she in her feelings, she like, oh, you don't want to have sex with her, you just want to. I'm like, man, I don't just want to do that. She lying. I gotta wait till I get my evidence, so I need to get some evidence on this girl. I'm like, this girl lying on me. Then she was like, you just want to do what you want to do. You just want to do what you want to do. I'm gonna show you. You should have told me first. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna go have sex with my ex. So I try to talk her out of it. Janice, yes. I try to talk her out of it, but she got the little mental issues, and I try to teach her stuff. I try to talk her out of it, but she gets stuff in her head like now she got to do it. So I'm like, all right, if you need a ride, so I give her a ride to her ex house. I'm like, when you done, call me. I leave. I guess she do what she do. She called me the next morning. I came around there and picked her up. I'm like, all right, you got that shit off your chest? That what you feel like you had to do? You ready to move on? So I stayed with her. And so while I was with her, down the line, it came a time where she want to have kids so bad too. She don't have kids. Her sister at the time had 7. She got her sister pregnant again with number 8. So she been trying to have kids all for a long time. She hasn't been having any. So she get in this funk like, I don't want to have sex. What I'm having sex for? What I'm having sex for? I can't have no kids. Why I'm having sex? Why I'm having sex? So I'm like, man, you tripping. I want to have sex. So she like, oh, I don't want to have sex. What I'm having sex for? I ain't having no kids. So it's like 3 days go by. I pleasure myself. So I'm like, I'm trying to go along. I know she going through stuff. I'm trying to beat her for her. But then my mind go, I'm like, hold up, man. You don't want to have sex with me, but you don't want to have sex with your motherfucking ex. I'm like, excuse me, that's how I was talking. That's what I was talking. That's what I was saying. So, all right. I thought I wanted to say what we said. My bad. So I'm like, you don't want to have sex with me, but you want to have sex with your ex. You should have felt like that when you went and had sex with another man. So I'm like, man, you gonna have sex with me? Matter of fact, I took my stuff and I broke up with her.
Right, so when you drove her to her ex-boyfriend's house, you weren't jealous that she was having sex with you?
No, he ain't having sex with me, he having sex with her.
And just to jump ahead again, we'll get to this in detail. Ron says that you have a conversation with him about her fooling around on you. What was that really about? What was that conversation?
I never told him that. What I told him, she said she called me and she said she's gonna be fucking niggas with my, excuse me. She said she's gonna be having sex with niggas with my baby, and then she also texted me saying that I seen what I need to see. You this and you that, F nigga and all this. So don't be when I'm fucking off, I got every reason to fuck off, the fuck or whatever. I can't remember. It's in the text message.
So we're going to get to that in a minute. So when this conversation was being had between you and Ron, you weren't saying that you thought she was
negative
messing around. You were talking about texts that she had sent you that day.
Texting the call. Jealous rage. That's it.
And ranting, and things that she had said to you that day leading up to you going over the house.
That's all I said. Then I'm like, no, bro. I said she tripping. She texting me. Don't expect no baby. Like she go kill the baby or get abortion. Somebody she gonna be fucking nigga with the baby. She gonna be fucking all. That's what I said. And I never said she was fucking nobody.
All right. So let's go back to the original reason you brought up Janice. That was that she was going to help you raise this baby.
Yes, so basically I got with Janice one day. So I got with her and I'm like, she got 6 months to get her stuff together. If she don't have stuff together in 6 months, I'm gonna leave her. Me and you go get back together, and me and you go raise the baby.
Why were you already talking about it?
Because it wasn't the fact that she's smoking and eating meat and doing, it's the fact that she's lying. And yes.
Did you have conversations with her about her lying?
Yeah, that's was some of the first, when we first inboxed each other. I wrote a long message, and basically I let her know, like, no matter what you do, I only ask you for one thing, and don't lie to me. Whether it's big or small, no matter what you do, don't lie to me, because if you lie, it go build out anything we trying to build, and I'm like, the devil is a lie. So I don't like liars.
And was she lying to you about opening the leaves of the pot?
Yes.
Were you still trying to make it work?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Did there come a time, some days before this incident happened, that you went to the lake with her and her children?
Yes, that was on December the 10th. She finally brought the kids over, because she didn't bring the kids around because she wanted to make sure, and I respected that, and she wanted to make sure that this was where she was going to be at before she let her kids get attached to the man, to a man. So she finally brought the kids over. So we went out to the lake Eola.
Let me ask you a couple questions. So up to this point of December 10th, 2016, she had never brought the children to the house?
No, sir.
Okay. So the only time that you had seen her children was at her mother's house?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it was your understanding that the reason that she did not bring the children is meeting?
Sustained.
When she spoke to you about why she didn't bring the children over sooner, what was your response to her?
No, that's what I just said. I respected that. She wanted to make sure this where she was going to be before she had her kids getting attached to a man. So she wanted to make sure this is what the relationship she would be in, which I hadn't already asked her father anyways, can I marry her? So we was already having plans to get married.
Okay, so I want to talk about that. Did there come an occasion that you and her father had a conversation about her being pregnant?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Tell me what that conversation was about.
Well, basically, she didn't tell her parents she was pregnant, and she really didn't want to tell her mother, because she said they did the same thing to her with her first. Her mother did the same thing. Her grandmother did the same thing with her first two kids. So she didn't tell them, but she filled out. Excuse me. She wanted her to abort her kids. So she filled out she was getting the food stamp card, so she added the baby on there. And so when the mail came to her mom's house, that's how her mom found out. I guess her mom opened her mail, so she knew, but she just wasn't saying anything. She was waiting for Sade to tell her. But I told her father, and she was kind of upset with me, but I was telling everybody I'm happy. So I told her father, and me and him had a talk. He was like, this is on you. Your baby's not going to get the same thing that the other two kids get. So I basically told him I don't need nobody to take care of my child. As long as I'm here, my child ain't going to need nobody.
Okay. And so what was that conversation? Do you remember?
I don't know if it was that. Probably somewhere in November. I can't remember.
Now, I want to go back a little bit before we get to the 10th. Was there an occasion where there was some jealousy that developed on her part?
Yes.
Could you explain to the jury how that happened and why?
Well, basically, I got a load of female friends on Facebook, so females always coming. So she on my page, and then one night we went out, me and her sitting in the car, and Janice came up. Janice and her friend came up. So she came up to the car, but I hadn't already been telling Janice, anyways, I'm finna get in a relationship, because I was trying to get back with Janice before me and Sade got back together, but she was still upset that I broke up with her, so I was trying to get back with her. So one day me and Sade was in the car, Jamise came up to the car, and then she was like, "What's up?" I'm like, nothing. I said, this the girl I was telling you about. I told her I was finna get in a relationship. She's like, "Yeah, but I ain't know you was finna do it this fast." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "But I'm in a relationship now." So she just started then Jamise try to be messy, but like, "Well, I don't care. Just give me some money. Just give me some money." I'm like, "Man, going on." So her and her friend, she walked away. Her friend stayed, but her friend was just looking crazy. But her friend finally went away. So I would come home some days, and Sade would be on my Facebook page because we was on it together. She stopped being on hers. She used to be on mine.
Did she have your password?
Yes.
How did she get the password to your Facebook?
Yes, because she asked me for it, and then when I'm in a relationship, I don't have no secrets. You want my Facebook page, you want my phone, whatever you want, you can have. So I want the trust to be there, so I ain't got nothing to hide. You want the password, whatever, you can have it.
All right, so one day you came home.
Yes, and she was on my page, and she followed Jamise. So I come, I'm like, "What you following her for?" She's like, "Oh, this type of females you want." I guess they was on there doing, at the time they had a challenge called F It Up. What they call F It Up? But they dancing, doing dance moves. It's F It Up. So she was like, "Oh, this type of ratchet females you want," or whatever. And then it was a time where I had another ex call my phone with me, and Sade was in the car. I had the phone on the Bluetooth, and the female called. She was like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Man, what's up?" Then she was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Man, I done got into a relationship now. I can't talk to you no more." She was like, "Yeah." She like, "What she right? She right there with you now?" I'm like, "Yeah." She like, "Well, all right then." So I guess she hung up, but she ended up calling back because she thinking I'm finna still mess with her, but I wasn't. So she asked me who that was. I'm like, her name Puerto Rican Princess on Instagram. I showed her, so she seen Puerto Rican Princess. So she was. Next thing I know, she done blocked her. She was blocking all type of females, and she just always felt like I was doing something. I worked in the strip club too, as security.
Was there ever an occasion that you were not faithful to her and she suspected you?
Yes.
Tell the jury about that. When it was.
Well, one day she went somewhere. I don't know where she went, but by this time she just lied. She was lied about so much stuff, so I didn't trust her. So she went somewhere. So I called Jamise. I'm like, "Man, what's up? Where you at?" She said, "I'm at the jailhouse visiting my brother." So I'm like, "Well, when you done, come down Rio Grande and pick me up." So she came down Rio Grande. I ran down the street. She picked me up. So we get in the car. So she was like, "Where your girl at?" I said, "I don't know. She probably with somebody. I don't know." So
Were you mad at her?
Nah. God gave you the right to choose. That's what you want to do. That's your choice. I don't lose. You lose.
And so what happened?
So I went with Jamise. Me and Jamise went and had sex. And so that's when I told him, like, "Man, well, me and you go get back together." I'm like, "I'm going to get her 6 months to get her stuff together." I said, "She got her stuff together, I'm going to stay with her." I said, "If she don't, me and you go get back together. Because at 6 months, she ain't going to be able to get her abortion." So then she was like, "All right, bet." So I had to make the future plans for Jamise to be the mother, because I already knew that her father and her mother, they don't want my child. They already told me they weren't going to do nothing for the child. So I already knew all I had to do was just sign the birth certificate, whether it was biologically mine or not. I signed the birth certificate, by law it's mine now, and I knew I would be able to get the child, and me and Jamise was going to raise it.
So the most important out of everything was the child.
Yes.
And what happened where Sade found out about the suspected?
Because when Jamise dropped me off, she dropped me off down the street. So I ran home. When I came home, Sade was finally home, came in. I got ready for work. I went to work. And then I came back home from work to get something. I can't remember. But when I came back home, Sade was like, have sex with me. I'm like, no, man, I gotta get back to work. I'm late. She's like, no, have sex with me. So I'm like, all right. So I tried, but it ain't nothing happened. So I'm like, no, I'm nervous, man, because I'm late. She's like, no. She's like, I already. So I'm like, you ain't nervous. You've been having extracurricular activities. So I know you, Markeith. I know you. So I'm like, no, man, I'm just late for work. So I ended up just going to work. So she figured I was with someone then. I went and slept with someone. Sir? No, not at that point, no, sir. Because I'm still thinking about the baby.
So I want to go back to the 10th now. So you were talking about the lake.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about what the lake was about and what happened.
Well, she brought the kids over, so I went to the lake trying to have a little family time, family day. This is my first time the kids being around me, so I'm trying to build a relationship with the boys. So we went out to the Lake Eola. So we got at Lake Eola. We got there just on the playground. They got a playground in the back part. We playing on the playground with the kids. Me and the kids playing. So she's just on her phone, whatever she's doing, she's going through her phone. So me and the kids playing, and I'm like, Sade, what's wrong with you? She was like, nothing. So she just got this funky little attitude. So I don't know. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, me and the kids, we finna go ride the Swan. So she was like, all right. I'm like, come on. So we walking this way. She's like, nah, y'all can go here. I'm gonna go the other way. So I don't know if you ever been to Lake Eola, like it's a big lake, and me and her kids, we walking this way, and you walking the whole other way. So now we walking two sides, walking around the lake. Whatever she doing, all right, she on her phone doing whatever she doing. So we get to now we finally meet up by the Swan side. So I'm like, all right, then by the time we get there, then she's like, they don't need to ride that. They already rode that before. So
You're
I'm
talking
like,
about the Swan ride.
The Swan,
yeah.
yes.
Ride with their children.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, but I'm saying to myself, I ain't never rode the Swan before. I wanted to ride and have fun with them. I'm trying to spend time trying to build a relationship with our kids. So I'm like, all right, then, man, I just saved me $15. I think it was $15 to ride it. So we left. We going back to the house, and she just still got this funky attitude. So I'm like, man, you know what? I'm not finna be around this. I'm like, I'm finna go home. I can give me some sleep, get ready for work. So I went home and just gave her the keys, because that's how she would do. She would start stuff, and she know I'm not finna get from around that. I try not to be negative. So I gave her the keys. I give her the keys. We get home. She jump out the car. She like, Takora, come on, girl, let's go ride.
Who's Takora?
Her friend.
Is that
Glenn's girlfriend, Sade's friend, yes.
So you got back to the house, and she left with Takora?
Not only Takora and Little Bit. Then she was like, little bit, girl, get up. Come ride with us. So I'm saying to myself, man, you just had an attitude with me about nothing. All right. I know what she on. I know what she going to do. But she always to do this. She just start stuff to go whatever and do whatever.
So let's talk about that a little bit. When you say she starts stuff and then goes, what are you talking about?
She would start arguments, and then she know when she start arguing, I'm not finna stay around that. I'm gonna give you the keys. I'm gonna go into bed. I'm gonna go to sleep before I sit here argue with you about nothing. So I ain't did nothing to you. So what is we going through something for?
Now, why do you think she's doing that?
Because she want to go get high.
She wants to go get high, and you don't want her to smoke pot.
No, but
So that causes friction between you two.
But she want to go. That's her business. The only thing my concern was you lying about it, and I don't want you smoking while you pregnant. The child was my concern, but her smoking, I knew she was a smoker when I got with her. But now it's like it's a baby involved now. It ain't about you. You got to think about the life that's growing inside you. So I think they're just selfish. I smoke, but I'm not smoking because I'm on probation. My baby worked more than probation. I can stop for probation, but you can't stop for a child.
So she leaves, and what happens?
So her and Takora in a little bit, and the kids, they leave. They go, I find out they went to Lake Lagoon. I guess they went and bought some weed. They went to Lake Lagoon. I guess the kids was in the park playing while her, Takora, and a little bit, they in the car getting high. So I'm in the bed sleep, give me some rest for work. So then she come. I guess they come, it's almost time for me to go to work. She come home, boom, now she jump in the bed, now she playing with me, now she happy. She happy. But I get up, I'm like, man, you high? I'm like, she's like, no, I ain't high. I'm like, man, you look high. She's like, no, I ain't high, I want to smoke. I'm like, man, you smell like weed too. She's like, no, I was just around people that was smoking. I'm like, yeah, all right. So now she get out the bed. Now she get from around, she go on the table on her phone. So I get ready for work. I come out. So usually when she do this, I don't say nothing. She been lying to me about smoking weed, and I know she been getting high. But it's like, if you go smoke weed, I say, I feel like you high, I know you high, I see it in your eye, but you telling me you ain't, and I ain't seen you smoking, I'm not finna sit here and argue with you about that. All right, but you got that. But this time, the only reason what made me upset about the whole situation was you started this bull crap by these kids over here. I'm trying to build a relationship with these kids, and you trying to start an argument around these kids. So you thinking about getting high, but you ain't even thinking about what we trying to build, what I'm trying to build with these kids. You ain't thinking about the kids involved right now. You trying to start an argument so you can go get high. So that really made me address it, because I could have been addressed it. She been getting high. So now, while I'm going to work, I stop by Takora room. I go into Takora room. I'm like, damn, why you let Sade smoke and you knowing she pregnant? And then she was like, damn. Said next time I just won't pass it to her. That means she was smoking. So now I couldn't. How to say it? If you tell me you wasn't, I tell you you was. I can't pinpoint it, even though I know you high, but you telling me you ain't. All right, I'm not gonna argue with you about that. But now you got a co-defendant with you. So I went to your co-defendant, and your co-defendant told on you. Now you busted.
So what happened?
So I went to her. I told him, like, man, I'm like, let me holler. I'm like, man, why you just sit there? And that was one of the texts I text too. I said, why you just sit there lying in my face like I'm some goddamn fool, like I don't know you high? I said, you see, you started this trash. Why these kids around here? I'm like, man, all you doing, I don't trust you. I don't want to be with you no more. And I left and went to work. And so when I left and went to work, she texted me. She said, is that what you truly want? I wrote a long post. And I was going to post it on Facebook, but I didn't post it because a lot of the females, they was like, Markeith, why you always posting everything on Facebook? Every time you going through with a female, you be posting the stuff on Facebook. I'm like, well, they don't want their business on Facebook. Don't mess with me and do nothing wrong. I ain't gonna push it on Facebook, because I say if I do something wrong, you can post me on Facebook. So if you get with me and you wrong, I'm putting you on Facebook. So this time I said I ain't gonna do that, because a lot of females was telling me, stop, don't do that. I'm like, all right, so this time I say I ain't gonna do that. So instead of me posting the post, I screenshotted it and I sent it to her.
By text?
By text, yes.
Okay, so let's stop for a second and talk about that. During your relationship with her, would it be fair to say that a lot of, or some of your communications was in the form of text?
Yes.
Okay. And during this period of time, beginning in December of 10th of 2016, all the way up till after the shooting, did you communicate with her by text?
Yes.
Okay. And in those communications, are the things that you are talking about now part of those texts?
Yes.
Judge, I'd move in. Any objection?
See what you mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is the week before, beginning on the 10th, all the way to the 4:04 a.m. text.
No objection.
How many photographs is it?
I'm sorry, this is
How many
exhibit
is it?
number U.
How many pages is it?
Oh, it's page 54 through 61.
7? Sorry, this will be admitted without objection as composite exhibit number 12 from defense. I think this one is 12. I'm sorry, this one's 11. It's 11, not 12.
Thank you.
That was my bad.
I'd also move in, this is the exact same thing, but it's on disk.
No objection? All right, this will be received without objection. It's defense exhibit number 12.
Okay, can you pull this up?
No. Yeah, 12.
Beginning with this one here?
12.
You don't have it? And this is text message for 1 week. You don't have it. All right. Okay, before we start going over this, at some point during the text, is there screenshots that she sends you from your Facebook?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How did she obtain those Facebook screenshots?
Basically, when I took her home, I logged her up out of my up off my Facebook because she was logged in my Facebook on her phone because I was letting her share my page, so we was on my page together. So I hadn't forgot that earlier I had gave her my passcode, so I guess she logged back into my account and it went on my private messenger and seen me talking to other females.
All right. So I'm moving in. This is those images that are below up of that she sent him. No objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
And that's going to be Judge R
Is it a
and
composite?
T.
What's R? Is it a composite?
R is the disk.
Okay.
No, R is the composite.
How many pages?
Five
Okay.
pages.
So R is 12, defense exhibit 12
And then
without
T is
objection.
the disk of that information.
And T is 13 without objection. Or am I off on the numbers again? So it's 13 and 14?
Thank you. I can just have it. All right. No, I don't need that. I need it. Need this.
You want the screenshots?
All right. You don't have this? All right, so just sit down and
Okay.
I'll tell you what I need.
All right, hang on.
Okay, Markeith, I'm
sir.
going to refer to Exhibit U, and I want to read some text to you, all right? Your number is 407-310-5402? Is that your phone number then?
That probably was.
Or her number?
That probably was her number.
I'm sorry?
I think it's her number.
Okay.
I think mine was 202. I don't remember the numbers. This has been a long time.
Your number was 407-202?
Yeah, I think that was
Actually, I
mine.
have, I can use this. Ted, do you know how to work this? Yes. There you go. Yeah. This is page 1.
No, that's not it. I think it started at the bottom. Mine started at the bottom right there.
All right. Now, there's this text here, which is the 407-310, that's her.
That's her. Yes, sir.
And she's saying, is that what you want?
Is that what you truly want?
Okay. And what was she talking about?
That's when I just, when they came back from getting high, and I addressed the issue, and I told her I don't want to be with her no more.
Now, according to that text, this is 7:23 in the morning or 7:23 in the evening. Which is it?
No, that's I was at work. I told her I just went to work. I had to be to work at 6
All right. So that's PM.
p.m. Yes, sir.
All right. The next page, you say,
I said what I wanted was to spend my life with someone that I can trust with my life, but you can't even be trusted with your word.
now what are you talking about there? Is this the incident that happened after you left the lake?
Yeah, it's just about her just lying.
Okay.
It's not just about the lake. That just brought it to a head, and it made me jump the gun because I was gonna give her 6 months. But what made me upset is that you did this while the kids was here,
Okay.
and that's what I didn't like.
And then you say to her,
You just sat there lying in my face and then catching the attitude with me like I'm tripping. That's how y'all do stuff and try to beat your mate, getting mad, shaking my head, shit crazy.
okay, she's not responding between these, right? It's just you.
It's just me right now.
Are you at work when you're doing this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you say,
I said, it hurts because it's my time and money wasted. I've done everything to make you happy, and I've been with you, never asked you for anything. From the beginning, I told you I wanted one thing from you, and I can deal with what comes along. I told you, whatever you do, never lie to me, big or small, because it could destroy anything that we try to build. Why do people lie? Why do people lie? And when one lie leads to another, it makes me wonder what else caught you sneaking eating meat? Now it is. What else?
now is this all before she moved out?
I broke up with her and went to work. I took her home the next day.
All right, so the next day would have been
The
after
11th.
these texts?
Yes.
Okay, so these texts are before you actually took her home?
Yes, I'm at work.
Okay. And then what do you say?
I put lying never makes things better, only worse, when the truth is the best solution when dealing with the ones you love.
And then she finally responds at 8:06 p.m.
She said I asked myself the same thing. You haven't been, they don't have the,
Okay, we need
the
to read
emojis.
this. I'll read this, okay? So I'll be her. I asked myself the same thing. You haven't been with me, which is why I don't keep it with you. I have no problem telling you the truth, but how can I do that when the whole relationship is built off a lie? You've been lying to me, and with you trying to put your hands on me every time I go to tell you how I feel or explain to you all because I'm not saying what you want me to say makes me feel like I'm walking on pins and needles. I could have been left you for all the broken promises you told me you would never do, and slowly but surely your true colors are showing. I did ask for this relationship, you did. If not treating me like a queen wasn't your intention, then you should have left me alone. Don't wait until I'm knee-deep in with you to make it seem as though you're Mr. Perfect, because I could have been left you for trying to end my life. Knew your heart was somewhere else. I could tell the first arguments you call yourself leaving.
Yes.
What was she saying?
Let me see. She said, I asked myself the same thing. You haven't been 100. It's emojis in there that these texts don't pick up. You haven't been 100 with me. That's why I haven't been 100 with you. You telling me, that's why I haven't been, you telling me, you true, I haven't. Let me slow down. I'm in a relationship, but it built off lies. The lies, I guess she's talking about the time what I just told you about.
Assisting.
Now, did you have physical fights with her? Because she's talking about, like, it sounds like you have physical fights.
No, we had one altercation.
Okay.
And that's what she always try to use that when she does stuff to try to play on my emotions, play on my feelings.
And what was the altercation?
At the beginning of our relationship, she went somewhere one time, not the time with Jamila, it was the time before, because like I told you, she'd been lying about stuff. She went somewhere one time, so she came back. I'm like, where you was? She's like, I was at my cousin's house. But I knew she was lying, so I go to her cousin's house and ask, but her cousin's going to work, so her cousin's boyfriend was there. I'm like, Sade been around here? He was like, she was around here early, but my girl been to work 3 hours. She been working 3 hours, so all right. So I go back home, I'm like, why you lying? You weren't at your cousin. I just went around there and asked her. And she was like, yes, I was. But she just kept on lying. So I grabbed her by her neck, and then I pushed her down. So basically, and that's what she talking about. I grabbed her by her neck and I pushed her down. So when I did that, I told her I'm finna leave her. So, but she still wanted to be with me, and that's the time she had just, in the beginning of our relationship, I was just finding out she was pregnant. So I would have left her, especially when I put my hands on her. So now, by me trespassing on her, if my hair, I had dreads that came way past my waist, so I had long hair. So by me trespassing on her, I felt like I had to give something. I had to give her up, or I had to give up something. So I cut my hair off.
Hold on one second, Mr. Lenneman. Ma'am, do you need to move over? You're in seat number 1. Are you? If you need to move over, do that, okay? All right, go ahead, Mr. Lenneman.
So based on you putting hands on her, you felt that the way to repent for that was to cut your hair?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because I love my hair, and I was wrong. Even though whatever she did, it makes no difference what she did. I have no right to put my hands on her. So I cut my hair off.
And so the next page, she texts you again and says, I'm not stupid, with an exclamation mark.
No, that's not the next page. He's missing a bunch of them for that time it ever came.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Is this the next page?
No. The next page it will show a screenshot. It'll show a screenshot. She said that what you truly want. So what I truly wanted was spend my life. Then she was talking about smoking.
Okay, I got it. Here we go. You're right. So this is 56. This is the next page.
Go back down. See. Keep going. Yeah, that's the next page.
All right. And what do you say in response to her?
I put now you trying to flip shit. So what else you done? Because obviously you're not honest with me, and I know it's not your first time lying to me about smoking. It makes me wonder. Now you say you're not 100 because I'm not 100. Whatever. Shaking my head. You just never was anyways, because you just want to do you and have your cake and eat it too.
And she responds, I've never stepped out on you if that's what you're trying to get at. And then she responds, no.
Yes.
You have your cake and eat it too. You already said you was gone. What's that word?
Fuck. It's a typo. It's fuck.
Another female. You've been dying to do that anyways. And then you respond?
I text back because we was busy that night because it's Saturday, Friday and Saturday, our business night. I said, I text back. I said, I can't keep texting. We real busy because I'm delivering food.
And then
I'm just finna see tonight what God got planned for me. But whatever happens to me, I know I'm an honest and good man.
And then she responds to that text saying, so what I've been smoking, not every day, but a few times, maybe 3. I've been told you before that it was going to be a challenge for me to stop, and it's not going to happen when you want it to, but eventually it would. You think this is easy for me, being that I've been smoking the entire time I haven't been pregnant. I've been making sacrifices, and so have you, so you don't want to be with me? Cool. If I stop talking to you and this is what you want to do, I'll leave and never look back. Other than that, I've never lied to you, and I'm loyal to you. Whatever you choose, choose wisely. I won't argue with you, and I won't bother you. Your call. And that's 8:27 p.m.? Mm-hmm. She's still at your house, right?
Yes.
All right.
Her and the kids still there.
And then at 8:57 p.m., she texts, I'm sorry for lying to you about smoking on Yahweh himself. I've been honest to you about everything, but as you said, you'll see what he has planned for you. Whatever it is, I hope it's the right and best choice for you. Love you. And so the next response is at 12:36 a.m., correct?
Yes.
So you were working?
I was working.
Okay. And why is it that you didn't respond right away?
Because I'm working, I'm delivering food. So I'm in and out the store, I'm in my car, I'm driving, so I can't drive and text.
And then you respond, cool, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And so...
And then now at 3:10 a.m., you text her?
No, before we get there.
Okay.
So the next morning, I'm at work, so I get off at 4 in the morning. So now, when I come home, it's another day. I come home, her and the kids in the bed sleep. They're in our room sleep.
Okay, but first I want to talk about this text, because this text is at 3:10 a.m.
No, these, the text, what I said, cool, the other stuff don't come to after I take her home. She's still at my house right now.
Okay.
I took her home.
I got you.
I took her home on the 11th.
So the last text that you have, which is on page 56 of this, is her text that was at 8:57 p.m., right here, which is 12:10.
Yes,
That's the last text. And then the next text is not till 12:12.
yes.
Okay, so tell me what happens. You said you were at work till 4 a.m. What happens?
So when I get home, I come home, her and the kids in the bed sleep. So I don't wake them up. I don't get in the bed with them. My brother's gone. I go to sleep in my brother's room. So now I'm in my brother's room. So the next morning, she probably thinking that I was out with a female or whatever, because I don't come in the bed, go to sleep. But she got the kids in there. So I sleep in my brother's room. So when in the morning time come, she probably don't know where I'm at, whatever she's thinking. So now, get up, I go get in the bed, because now everybody moving around. So I go get in the bed, she cooking breakfast. And I always used to tell her, like, whatever problems we have whatever problem we had today, let's not take it into tomorrow. So now it's a new day. I'm not even thinking about that no more. It's a whole new day. The kids over here, I'm not even thinking about that no more. It's a whole new day. So now I get in the bed, I'm playing with the kids, so she done cook breakfast. When she bring me breakfast, but she coming like she got this negative attitude, she got this negative energy going on, and she giving it plate. I'm like, why you looking like that? I'm like, what's wrong with you? But the whole time, I guess she got an attitude because I broke up with her, but I didn't tell you to leave. I didn't kick you out or none of that, you know? So she just got this negative attitude, and then the kids feel it. Because Sean's like, mommy, you okay? You okay? So I'm looking at her like, then she like, stop asking me that. But he asked again, he was like, mommy, you okay? She was like, stop asking me that. So then Sean asked me, Sean was like, Markeith, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Then she was like, so she was packing her stuff. She's like, well, you can take me home whenever you're ready. So now that done just pissed me off, because now you still on this BS in front of these kids. You tripping in front of these kids. I ain't even did nothing to you. You lied to me. I guess she tripping because I broke up with her, but I ain't tell you to leave. So now she was just packing her stuff. Whenever you're ready, you can take me and the kids home. So I jumped up. I went to packing her stuff for her. I'm taking her home right now. I'm ready right now. So I packed up her stuff. We got in the car with the kids, get in, put the kids in the baby seat, Titus in the baby seat, put Sean in the thing. So she come out, and she had on some tights. And then when I pointed at her, she pulled them down. Because it's like when you wear tights, some females, they have their print showing like, so I just pulled them down like, you showing the whole world, you a queen, like cover yourself, fix yourself. And she fixed herself, so I kind of like, all right, I gave her a point for that, because she could have been like, I ain't doing nothing. You finna take me home, I could dress how I want to dress, but she fixed herself. So I'm like, all right, I caught that. So now, when I go to the car and I open the door for her, she, you ain't gotta open the door for me. So that really pissed me off. You still doing this bullshit in front of these kids, and I'm still treating you like a queen. So I'm getting in the car, I hurry up and take her home. Take her to her mom's house. We get out the car, the kids go in. I'm taking all her bags to the front of the garage. Her mom's look at the door. Mom's like, what's going on? So what's this? She's like, that's my stuff. Mom was like, oh, okay. So she go in. I'm saying to myself, I guess her mama happy now that she ain't want to with me. But so all right, so I drop all her stuff by the thing. I told him, like, she's like, what's up? I'm like, man, this what you want, or this what you go get? I said, remember now, you left. I ain't tell you to leave. Oh, well, you broke up with me. You shouldn't have broke up with me. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear all that, man. Just remember you left. And that is what it is. And I left and I went home.
All right, so you drove her and the kids home.
Yes, sir.
With her stuff.
Yes, sir.
You helped her take the stuff out and put it in the garage.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you left.
Mm-hmm.
And that was on what day?
I think that was the 11th.
Okay. So that would have been 12/11.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next text that we see, when was the next contact you had with her?
It must be some text is missing. Go back down. It got to be probably on the 11.
So this text is at 8:57 p.m., and so there's no text on the date of the 11th. The next text is on, it looks like 12:36 a.m.
They had to be on the 11. I got the text messages over there. I don't know if they did that one.
Well, these are the texts that our expert got off the phone. So let's assume that these are all the texts. So this is going to be the morning hours of the 12th. Well, if you dropped her off on the 11th, then this would have been that night going into the morning on the 12th.
So I texted cool, but this had to be on the 11th. But
Do you remember talking to her on the phone?
yes, and when I left, I called her. We was talking on the phone. So I said what I had to say. She was trying to argue. I said what I had to say, and I hung up the telephone.
Okay.
So when I called her, and I thought about something like, damn, I got something else to say. So I called her back. When I called her back, she was like, oh, you disrespectful, oh, mother, you want to just say what you want to say, just hang up the telephone. I ain't gonna answer the phone. I ain't gonna answer your calls, whatever. I'm like, all right, so she hang up the phone. So I basically just took that as, you just not gonna answer the phone because you want to do what you want to do. And I made a post on Facebook way back. I've been dealing with females all my life, so I knew what's going on. I said, sometimes you can deal with a female and you can be with her, she can put on and be whatever you want her to be. But when the female feel like they ain't with you, or feel like they don't owe you nothing, they gonna show their real ass. So I will break up with females just to see what they do, to see if I'm really what you want. See if you finna fight for this, or see if you finna go do what you really want to do anyway.
Did there come a time when you sent her the text, and after the cool text,
Yes.
okay, and read that text and tell me what that's about.
I said, well, where you at that you can't talk to me, and who you with?
And that was sent at 3:10 a.m.
That was at
Looks like 3:10 a.m. in the morning on the 12th?
Yes.
Okay, and what did you mean by that text?
I said, where you at that you can't talk to me, and who you with?
Were you trying to call her?
She was with, I called him. I was called him. I don't know if I called her. I'm gonna say I texted, but I called her. I think something missing. But I called her, and she didn't answer, but then she called me, she FaceTimed me, and she said she was at the club. See, this not, it's the 11th missing.
This is on the 12th now.
This text is missing, it's the 11th missing.
Okay, well, let's talk about the 12th, because there doesn't appear to be any text that we have. So tell me about, I want you to read this text to me on the 12th.
I'm gonna go back and read the one up top and say, where you at that you can't talk to me, because it's a whole nother day. It's missing stuff. Where you at that you can't talk to me, and who you with? So she didn't answer, so I just took that as, all right, she living her life, she doing what she wanna do. And
So you think you guys are done now? You think it's over?
If she wanted to be, I just want to make sure I had this baby.
Okay.
So the next text I text, I'm like, live your life how you choose. But as you live in your life, think of more of the life that grows in you. All people don't think on things they can't see or what's been done before. Don't make it right now, and you probably won't get the same results. Whatever you want for your kids that walk this earth want the same things for the life that grows in you. It said goes, but it's a typo. It's grows.
So let me ask you about typos. Is there typos throughout your text that?
Yes, besides being, I got a bunch of typos.
Okay.
So let me see. Want the same thing for the life that grows in you. Would you want your kids right now smoking weed or doing any kind of drink or drug? All I'm saying is want the same thing for the life that it said goes, but the type of grows in you, and stop being selfish, thinking of self. And clearly at this time, you're living your life for someone else that can't choose but lives off the choices, but live off your choices. I guess I'm crazy or whatever. I be that, but it still doesn't take away from the truth. I envision my child and he or she was free from the pains of this world, including the pains I can cause you through bringing you stress. And with that being said, I'm out of your way for you to do as you choose. I just want what's best for my child, but if you see different, so be it. I just have to be out of your way. I just have to be out of your way because I can't just sit on my hands and close my mouth to what I see. I love my child, and it doesn't start the day of the birth. We begin to raise them from the womb. The love we give, the food we feed, and the air we breathe. And I definitely can't keep a clear head with lies in our world. But I'm here for my child 1,000%, and that's one thing you don't have to worry about. I just wish I could give him or her the life I envisioned from the womb to the tomb. But that takes two. Be you, whatever that is.
And what are you telling her through this text?
Live your life. You know, God gave you a right to choose. That baby growing in you, I can't stop you. If you want to smoke this baby brains out, I can't stop you. So I'm just basically telling you, you just want to smoke the baby brains out around me. Do you? That's what you go do. You're not finna be with me doing it. And so basically she was saying that she smoked the weed when she had her other kids. So I'm like, all right, just because that don't mean you go get the same results. Just because you did it before, that don't mean you go get the same results. And I feel like her child could be farther along far as in the mindset. Because I feel like I try to talk to Jit, I be trying to talk to him, and he'll just be sitting there smiling and laughing like I'm talking to you, like talk back. Because my grandbaby, she was like a year and a half speaking 3 different languages. She can count to 10 in Spanish, English, and Japanese. So it's like, I think as our people, we hold our kids back even from birth. And I know that you can cause trouble from the child from the womb, bringing stress and all that. I lost a child through bringing my baby mother stress, like doing stuff on purpose, bringing girls around her, making her try to go crazy, and she doing all this crazy stuff, and she ended up losing my child because the baby, and the doctor said the baby died from stress. And then I used to watch the slavery movies, and I see that's how they used to put fear inside the child through the mother's womb, and that's real, and I done been through it, so I know. So I'm not finna stress you out. You can go do you and be what you be.
So you text her again at 3:01 p.m. in the afternoon, and you say what?
And you say I sold you out on Facebook. The thing I sent you, I posted that. It's a typo. It probably been never. I never posted that. The thing I sent you, I posted that at all. So you're assuming again, like you usually do, instead of asking questions. I thought about posting that, but I didn't, because I told myself I wouldn't do that. But I wanted you to know how I felt, so I screenshot it and sent it to you. But never did I post that. So you saying I sold you out, you just running your mouth, but it's cool.
That's what you were referring to before, that you didn't post it on Facebook, you sent her a screenshot of the text.
Yes.
We saw that, correct?
No, we didn't see the screenshot.
We didn't see the screenshot?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
No, you didn't show it.
And what does it say, the screenshot?
It's long.
Okay.
I don't know.
Could you summarize it?
Just talking about people lying.
Okay. So let's go now to the 3:03 p.m.
The thing I sent you, I never posted that. I re-said that because it was a typo. So I just put never. I didn't have never in there.
All right.
And I texted her. I said, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to. Supposed to be you. The next one is you.
Now, are you trying to call her and she's not answering?
Yes.
Okay. And so what do you want to talk to her about?
Just I wanted to talk to her and see where she really stand at, because I'm thinking more about this baby. I put if you really done, just let me know, and I could deal with that. But I really love you and just need to know where you really stand, because now if I break up with you, I'm finna give you about 2 days to see if you finna fight for this love, if this is what you really want. I'm gonna keep going on about my business, and now around by this time, I'm ready to go on about my business, but I'm trying to give you a chance. So I'll give you I'm getting a complimentary texts and calls, but whatever she's doing. That's her business.
And then she responds to you and she says, I'm glad you all had fun
Yes,
out to eat.
That's the next day, because she wasn't answering none of that day.
And that's on the 13th.
No, on the other text was on the 12th. This text she just sent me right here is on the 13th.
Right, so her response is on the 13th
Yes,
at 8:05 p.m. the next night.
yes,
And she said, this is literally like 50 minutes before, or 40 minutes before you head over to the house.
Yes.
Within a short period of time that you're going over to the house.
yes,
And she says, I'm glad you all had fun out to eat. Now I know, don't expect no baby.
yes.
And what are you thinking now when she's saying, don't expect no baby?
That either she go do something to kill the baby or get an abortion.
And then how do you respond?
I didn't go eat with nobody. What the hell you talking about? 'Cause I didn't go eat with nobody.
And what are you telling her?
I'm telling her I ain't go eat with nobody. So she's saying I went out to eat with somebody, don't expect no baby. I'm like, I ain't go out to eat with nobody. What you talking about?
And then she says to you, you can text but can't pick up your FaceTime. Fuck you, Keith.
Yes.
And that's at 8:07 p.m.
Yes, she tried to FaceTime me. She tried to FaceTime me on the phone. That's basically what I had another phone, which what they call them, the regular phone, not the Spencer phone, the Samsung or whatever that I'd use from the GPS. But when I got with her, she made me get an iPhone so she can do the FaceTime. So she would FaceTime me and make me do a 360. So she would FaceTime me and like give me a 360. So I do this, go around so she can see who all around me and see where I'm at. All right, that's what you want me to do. I do that. I got a iPhone just for that. So when she FaceTimed me, my phone was dying. I was just getting back in the house, so my phone was dying. So it didn't have enough juice to pick up the FaceTime. So it cut off, and I went and tried to plug it up real quick to charge it up. But I text her back instead of FaceTime because you got to wait for the phone to charge to FaceTime.
And then she says, I'm not stupid at 8:07, and then she responds again at 8:07, about 7 seconds later, saying, stay with that hoe. Do you know what she's talking about at that time?
No,
At that moment?
not at that moment,
Okay. And you respond,
because I didn't go out to eat with nobody.
my phone was, how did you respond?
I responded, my phone was dead. I've been home.
And that's what you're talking about, or you're not being truthful to her?
Yes, no, I didn't go out to eat with nobody, but I was home at that time, but I hadn't just when I had sex with one of my exes.
Say that again?
I hadn't just when I had sex with one of my exes, but I'm not with her at
Okay.
this time.
And then she sends some attachments from Facebook,
Yes,
all right?
she sent me 3 screenshots and a video.
Okay. And so we're going to go through those right now. You want to just do those? Yeah. That's fine. And are these the screenshots?
Yes.
Okay, explain to the jury what these are.
I guess she logged this to my private messenger, and I didn't know at the time. She logged it to my private messenger, and she was screenshotting me talking to other females and texting it to me. That's what she was saying. Now I know. Don't expect no baby, whatever all the stuff she was texting. So at this female right here, at one time she sent me a friend request. So when this female sent me a friend request, I'm with Sade at the time. So I see her, I'm like, damn, she bad, but I don't accept her as a friend. So I'm like, all right, because I see she was a dancer. So I didn't accept her as a friend at the time. So while I'm at work, I wait till I get home. So when I get home, I go on to Facebook, I see the friend request is gone. So I asked Sade, I'm like, you been on Facebook? And she's like, no, I ain't been on Facebook. But I'm like, I know you've been on Facebook. You done deleted the friend request. So I'm like, so I ain't say nothing. You say you ain't been on Facebook. So I went on Facebook and sent the girl a friend request, and she accepted it. Then Sade found out about that, and she was mad about that. I'm like, yeah, but you just sat there and lied to me, told me you weren't on Facebook. But the girl sent me a friend request, and you done deleted the friend request. I said, I could have been accepted the friend request, but I didn't accept it because I was going to come home and ask you, did you know this girl? And if you had a problem with this girl, I won't even accept her as a friend, because you can go take off all the friends on my Facebook page if I'm with you. I don't care nothing about none of that.
All right, so let's just make sure we're clear on this.
So-
I want to stay focused on the point.
Nope.
She sends you, after my phone was dead and had been home, she sends you a bunch of attachments from Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what we're looking at here are the attachments.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what she took from your Facebook.
Yes, sir. Go back down.
And when are you having these conversations here with this person from Facebook?
I don't go back down. I can't see the top of it. You too far up. It say Monday.
Right, so is this going on at the same time that you've broken up with her? She's going on your Facebook and you're having communications with
Yes,
people?
yes, she at home.
Okay, and this is one of them?
Yes, it's one of them.
And that's her talking to you and that's you responding?
No, that's a female from Facebook talking to me.
They're talking to you?
Yeah.
So this is all her? This is the girl talking to you?
It's me and the girl talking.
Okay.
Go down. I can't see everything. You going the wrong way. Right there. I said, so I know she was already after, so I text, I'm like, what are you really about? Then she texts back, laugh out loud, what you mean? Questions. I said, in life. I said, what do you want out of life? What do you see yourself 5 years from now? What is your credit score? And what are your goals in life?
So you're having another conversation with another female after you broke up with Sade
Yes.
about some of the same things you had with Sade
Yes.
before
I got with her.
you got with her. Credit scores, your goal in 5 years,
Yes.
you're having that same conversation.
Yes.
And then,
And then she screenshot, she messaged me back. She said that's one of those deep combos. Then I sent her back. I said I'm not a simple nigga, but if you call, I said I'm not a simple nigga, but if you got time, I can tell you what I'm about. I can tell you what I'm about and what I got going on. I only ask one thing of you: don't lie to me, no matter what. I rather deal with an honest hoe than a lying lady any day. God is the truth and the devil is a lie. I won't demand nothing from you. Everything else, I won't demand nothing else from you. Everything from there is learned, accepted, or rejected.
and so Sade is reading this because she's got your password and she's seeing this as it's going on. And she wants you to know, so she takes a picture of this and sends it to you.
Yeah, she's seeing it as it going on, or she just logged in and she's checked it.
Okay.
Either way.
And so she also sends you this, which you can't really see, but it appears to be some kind of picture.
No, that's a video.
That's the video?
It's not a picture, it's a video.
And what's that the video of?
It's a video from Facebook. She sent me a video. It's not a picture.
Do you remember what it was, the video?
Yeah, it was me in the strip club. The one Savelli said he distracted up, he took it off there too. That's that.
So did you go live from the strip
I
club?
was live in the strip club.
Right after you dropped her off and you're going about your business, you're back at the strip club doing what?
Yeah, that was Monday night, early Tuesday morning. So I'm in the strip club. I go to the club. I don't even go in strip clubs like that. But I'm a security guy in a couple strip clubs. So at this strip club is Crystal Cabaret. So I went out that night. I'm single. I ain't got nobody, so I'll go hang out. But I wasn't going to even go in the club because I'm not going to pay to go in no club. So somebody else that know me from the other strip clubs, they was like, "Well, you want me to get you in?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I ain't paying to go in if I got to go in." So they get me in, I go in, and there's some girls in the club that I know, and it's their birthday. So I go live, like, "Happy birthday" to homegirl tweet. I'm going live, and they dancing. And then I left that club and went to another club, the club that I work at, and met someone that night too also. But she texted me that, talking about, you took that hoe to the club, you put that hoe on your Facebook, you got the nerve, I would never disrespect you like that, break up with you in 2 days, and you fucking around already. That was the other text message that I guess that's
All
coming
right,
up.
we'll talk about that in a second. So she sends you this conversation that you're having with this girl, a video of you being at the strip club. She also sends you this conversation with this woman.
Yes. I said, excuse me, do you have a sister, and what's her name? You look for me. She said, yes, I have a lot of sisters. We went to Carver Middle School. I said, me probably Ann's type of, me and you used to kick it? The question. Your sister used to mess with Odell? That's one of my homeboys. Then she put, I know we did, but I seen you in a relationship, and respect is all I have for that. But I see you on your fitness, me too. You probably can help me with some things. I put, me and her not together at this time. Me and her not together at this moment. Cause we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Laugh out loud. And yeah, I can work you out. You ready now?
Okay, so you're having another conversation on your Facebook where you're absolutely saying that you and Sade are not together.
Yes.
She sees that, and she's sending that to you along with the other Facebook stuff that she sent you,
Yes.
right? All right.
Hold on, Mr. Lemon. Does anyone on the jury need a break? You guys doing
Judge, can
okay?
we come sidebar for a second?
Sure,
Before?
thanks. You can step down. We're going to take, let's let the jury get some coffee and take a break. Ask them if they need
Can I get
snacks.
some coffee?
I have some in my chambers I can bring down.
Go around that way, talk to your lawyer.